Stunning decision overturning a decades-old assault weapons ban in California. Good evening, I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Juliette Goodrich. KPIX5's Wilson Walker is live in San Francisco to explain why the ruling likely won't stand for long. Wilson.
Well, Juliette, 30 years and struck down last night. A lot of shock. The reaction from a lot of, elected officials in this part of California, exactly what you might expect. And a lot of people looking at the language in that ruling. A lot of folks kind of outraged about the language itself. So, yeah, what comes next?
Doing it in such an over-the-top ideological way, it was just a really horrific opinion, but we're going to fight this and go to the mat.
Not even 24 hours later, and still plenty of outrage from gun control advocates, and the state is already mobilizing to overturn the ruling.
And so I know that as Attorney General, Mr. Bonta will fight till the end to defend this law.
So what happens now is that there's a 30-day stay on the ruling going into effect, which allows the Attorney General of the state of California, Attorney General Bonta, to appeal the decision up to the Ninth Circuit. And so we expect that decision will be appealed very quickly. In the meantime, nothing changes in California pending that appeal.
It's also expected that the Ninth Circuit will side with the state and overturn the ruling, which may be part of the larger strategy for those trying to fight gun laws.
Now that they have a different court, we see how the industry is trying to use that to get more cases back in front of the justices.
Robin Thomas is executive director of the Giffords Law Center. She says there are cases across the country now specifically designed to reach the Supreme Court, even if it means losing several rulings along the way.
Yes, interestingly, since Justice Barrett was confirmed to the court, we've seen the gun industry and gun lobby trying to relitigate a number of laws and issues that have already been decided by courts in the hope that they will lose, and that gives them an opportunity to appeal it to the Supreme Court. They know that this is going to be a difficult court on this issue, and so they are looking for opportunities to put as many issues as possible in front of the Supreme Court right now.
I reached out to the group that filed the suit against that law, did not hear back from them. I also reached out to a number of gun stores around the Bay Area today, and a number of them told me that their phones had already been ringing, people who wanted to know if somehow they could go in and purchase something today that they could not have yesterday. That, of course, is not the case, but this is certainly something that's going to grab everyone's attention on sort of both sides of the gun issue, people looking to purchase something, people who are outraged by the ruling. But as you heard, this is really just sort of one piece on a larger game board of challenges against gun laws across this country, all of them aimed at the Supreme Court. So this is a discussion that really sort of beginning anew. Live here in San Francisco, Wilson Walker, KPIX 5.
Ongoing for sure. Wilson, thank you.